What's goody two shoes, chat? How we feeling? Yo, what is going on, guys? And welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be using CHAT GPT to select my army. Guys, today I'm going to have CHAT GPT give me 3 armies with a description on how to use them, and we're going to go in and we're going to try to get that illustrious 3-star. So guys, let's not waste on any time. Let's go ahead and get right over. All right, what is going on, chat? Welcome back. We are right back on to Chat GPT. And we have army number 1, the thrower convoy. So Chat GPT, just as a little reminder, they're going to be using all 3 of my armies today. No copying someone else's strategy guide, no self-copy, safe copy, paste army links. Just 3 armies that Chat GPT is putting together for me to test. Let's go. Let's see here. Chat also says, before I sacrifice my trophies, we don't do that anymore, chat. He wants you to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and let me know which army you think will perform the best. Yes, I agree, guys. You definitely should be hitting that like button and hitting that subscribe button. Around 55% of you who watch my videos are not subscribed, I think is the math. I forget the actual number. But anyways, back into it. So, army number 1, the thrower convoy. This apparently is chat's most reliable army. It's going to use the current healer-thrower concept, and if you have already been watching my videos, you know I like the healer-thrower concept. But he's adding a tougher front line rather than simply filling every space available with throwers. So today we're going to be using 12 throwers, 6 healers, 2 root riders, 2 ice golems, a headhunter, and then we're going to be using 2 rage spells, a jump spell, 2 freezes, 2 invisibility. Shake my head. 2 invisibilities, a poison. My clan castle is going to consist of a root rider and a yeti, and then an ice golem and 2 archers. Going to get another rage and 2 more freezes. And I'm going to be using this siege barracks. For my heroes, I'm going to be using the Barbed Queen with Spiky Ball and Earthquake Boots, Archer Queen with Magic Mirror and Frozen Arrow, Grand Warden set to ground with Eternal Tome and Healing Tome, and my Royal Champion with the Electro Boost and the Haste Vial. Okay. For the pets, the King is going to be rocking the Phoenix, the Queen, the Unicorn, Warden's going to be with Frosty, and the Royal Champion is Diggy. So, chat, how are we going to use this? We're going to be using the King and the Siege Barracks on one side to create the first edge of my funnel. Then we're going to be placing the Queen on the opposite side, but do not let her wander. So far, the healers abandoned the main push. Okay. So then we're going to be deploying Ice Golems, followed by Root Riders, Throwers, and the Grand Warding through the opening I just created, putting the healers behind the Throwers. The Root Riders are not your main damage dealers. Their job is to crack walls, absorb early fire, and give Throwers a clean route into the base. We're going to be using that jump spell for the deepest compartments rather than wasting it near the edge. We're going to be using the Headhunter once the front line is approaching for defending heroes. Save the RC for the side containing the most exposed defenses. Use Eternal Tome when the army enters the heaviest damage zone, not automatically over the Town Hall. Healing Tome, 6 healers, and a rage spell should make this army incredibly stubborn. My prediction, safest 3-star chance. Alright, chat, well, this is going to be a couple minutes for me, but about 2 seconds for you. I'm going to see you on over, back on Clash of Clans. Alright, chat, we're back over here on Clash of Clans, and this is how this army is looking. Now, at first glance, I think that this army would be a lot better with totems, honestly. It didn't really give me a guide for my invis and my poison. The league day hasn't started. We're going to be going into just like regular casual for this. So a lot of people, they don't have clan castle troops, set up. So I don't know what I'm going to use this poison for. I'm probably going to pair that on one side with a hero. Probably be my best guess. Or maybe I'll target healing huts. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it, my friends. All right, chat, we are over here. We've found the base that we are going to attack. So again, my game plan is I am going to have my Barbarian King and my Siege Barracks take out everything over here. My Archer Queen's going to take out a lot over here, and I'm going to create my funnel down south. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. So at Q, I'm going to place U right there as well as Z behind him. And then W, I'm going to place right here, and I'm going to go ahead and poison you. Okay, we need to freeze this real quick. Alright, that has created my edge for my funnel. So we're gonna go ahead, place my throwers, my healers, my root riders, and then my ice columns, and then my warden. I have my roll champion I want to use over here. Let's see here. We're gonna need to freeze this right here. Stop some incoming fire. And then 5, let's see here, what do I want to do? Okay, I'm going to save, I'm going to hold on to this root rider. Haste file you. Let's see here, I need to, okay, my throwers are now going to be going over here, that's kind of unfortunate. Okay, so they're going to be following over here now. So I'm going to be placing one rage right here. Then I'm going to, in turn, freeze this. I'm going to go ahead and freeze you again. And yeah, I mean, this is going alright. So now we're going to be using this Headhunter, if I even really needed it. And I'm going to go ahead and drop an Invis. Gonna get my Grand Warden healed back up. I'm gonna invis again. I need for my Grand Warden to stay alive here. We're gonna go ahead, rage you guys up. It's gonna destroy you. And then I have one jump spell I can use. Let's go ahead and use you. Alright, I am going to, again, rage right through here for timing's sake. And that was my entire army comp. Alright, let's see how the rest of this battle plays out. I personally don't think that we're going to be able to get this 3-star, but we will see. Ah, shit, we got the Revenge Tower down there. I didn't even see that. Oops. Alright, chat, so we wound up time failing this, but I'm going to be honest with you, I would not have been able to get a 3-star anyways. Bad attack, bad attack. But that is okay, no problem, chat. You still got your reputation. So let's go ahead and go on to the next army we're going to be using. Alright, chat, we are back over here on CHAT GPT. We have Army 2, Duke's Air Force. This is a fast, aggressive army. Dragon armies led by the Dragon Duke remain highly prominent in Town Hall 18. Although Supercell has reduced Dragon Rider strength and Duke track protection in the July balance update, which is true. If you joined my Discord, you would have all the notes and fun facts about this update. Anyways, going into the army, we have 10 dragons. 4 Dragon Riders, 6 Balloons, 2 Headhunters, and 5 Minions. We got a couple of rages, 3 freezes, an invisibility, and a poison. Clan Castle is going to consist of 2 Dragon Riders and a Balloon. Going to get 1 more rage and 2 more freezes. We're going to be rocking with the Battle Blimp. We got our Barb King, Archer Queen, Grand Warden set to Air Dragon Duke. And we got Spiky Ball, Vamp Stash, Giant Arrow, Healer Puppets. Grand Warden's with the Eternal Tome and Rage Gem. Dragon Duke is with the Fireheart and the Rocket Backpack. See, chat, do I need to get the Rocket Backpack? I'm going to be honest with y'all. I did not get it. I haven't bought it. So we're going to have to tell Chat GPT what to use instead. Pets, we're going to got King, Phoenix, Unicorn Queen, Sneezy with the Warden, Angry Jelly with the Duke. Dragon Duke becomes most dangerous while operating other than flying units, so don't bury him inside the Dragon Pack. Supercell specifically designed him to become enraged when isolated from friendly air troops. Use a queen and king to trim one corner. Deploy the Dragon Duke on the opposite side so he creates the other edge of the funnel by himself. Place the dragons in a line between those two edges, followed by Dragon Riders and Air Warden. Send one balloon ahead of the battle blimp to test for seeking air mines. Use Eternal Tome to escort the blimp, protect the main army through the first defensive section. 2 Clan Castle Dragon Riders should target defenses when the blimp opens. Rage dragons when several defenses overlap. Freeze sweepers. High value infernos or current crafted defense, not random defenses just because the spell's available. The minions are strictly late cleanup, and the headhunter should be deployed behind the dragon when defending heroes become reachable. My prediction, fast attack, but also the easiest to ruin with poor pathing. Ooh, okay. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get the next set of equipment for the Dragon Duke, and we'll get right on into it. All right, so we're back. I'm going to be honest with you. This Dragon Duke, it kept on giving me Minion Prince abilities. So I told him just to tell me to use Fireheart and the Electrofangs. I figured that'd be simple. So here is CHAT GPT telling me to use the Fireheart and the Electrofangs. So, yeah, okay, cool. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and port this army on over to the good old Clash Clans. This is going to be 2 seconds for y'all, about 5 minutes for me. I'll see you over there. All right, chat, we are back. I have finished editing up the army. What do we got? We need to go ahead. This is not the army I want to use. I think it was Army 7. Yep. All right, this is what the army is looking like, chat. And I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't used an air attack in a while. I know that the Dragon Riders are, like, totally meta right now, but I've not used, like, dragons or anything in a relatively long time. So we're going to see how this goes, see if I can still know how to create a funnel. And once again, this damn internet. Dude, if you have Spectrum, chat, leave me an L in the comments because we all deserve some L's. All right, chat, we're back. Yes, as I was saying, this is the army. We're going to hope that I can figure out and remember exactly how to create this funnel with these air troops. Well, let's just get right on into it. I'm going to find a good base that we can attack, not something like this that's rushed out the ass. Something that'll give me a little good challenge. All right, chat, we're going to be going on with this base right here. It seems to be like a little bit of a very new Town Hall 18 account, which, I mean, I guess we'll take it. I just spent like 5 minutes trying to find a max Town Hall 18, and it did not work. So we are going to, I got to remember what they said. Hold on. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to be using it to go like down through here. So we're going to be using the Dragon Duke to trim off this corner, the King and the Queen to trim off this corner. Then we're going to go ahead and create a line, followed with our Dragon Riders. And then, whew, good lord, my king got shit on. Oh, I forgot I had Giant Arrow. Oh, chat, I messed up. Okay, it's fine though. Alright, we're going to send in our balloons and then our blimp. And we're going to go ahead and freeze up this. And then let's go ahead and freeze up this. Go ahead and rage this. And then freeze you up again. And I forgot about my Grand Warden. Oh my god, chat, we are not cooking. Okay, we're going to go ahead and rage you guys again. And then we're going to freeze you, air defense. And I need to go ahead and poison y'all. Alright, well, hey, this has worked out pretty well. I'm going to toss a headhunter over here. Ah, shit. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, these minions I need to use for cleanup. Okay, that was ass. Okay, alright. We got our minions out for cleanup. Also kind of protecting her. Rage this, as well as I need to invis y'all. And honestly, chat, that's a nice little 3-star. Okay, that was pretty easy. Alright, I give this army a 10 out of 10. That was so easy. I didn't mess up, not even once. And I even got to keep some of my stuff. Let's go. Freeze you. Oh, I missed. All right. Oh, shit. I got 4 million gold, too. Let's go, baby. All right, chat. We're gonna be going over to Chat GPT, and we're gonna be getting this last army I'm gonna be using for you guys. This has been fun. All right, guys, we are back with army number 3. They have titled it the Witch Express. This is my weird one. A super witch army with root riders opening the base and druids keeping the entire parade alive. We got 3 super witches. By the way, fun fact, chat, I don't think I've ever used the super witch. So this is about to be fun. We got 6 root riders, 5 druids, 4 headhunters, and 2 wizards. Our spell count, we're using 2 rage, 2 jump, 1 freeze, and invisibility, a poison. Clan Castle is going to consist of 2 Yetis, an Ice Golem, and a Wizard. We got 1 Rage, 1 Jump. Using log launchers, we got our Barbarian King with the Giant Gauntlet and the Rage Vial. Wow, that's a throwback to 2022. We got our Archer Queen with the Magic Mirror and the Frozen Arrow. Grand Warden set to ground with the Eternal Tome and the Life Gem. And the Minion Prince with the Dark Crown and the Henchman Puppet. King's getting the Phoenix, Queen's getting the Unicorn, Warden's getting Frosty. Minion Prince getting Spear Fox. Now, how do we use it? That's a very good question. How the hell are we going to use this? Create a narrow funnel with the king on one side and the queen on the other. 2 wizards can help removing outside buildings, but protect them. They are not supposed to fight defenses. Deploy the root riders in a fairly tight group with a log launcher, followed with all 3 super witches. Then the druids, then the ground warden, then the minion prince. The root riders and log launchers are going to create the root. The super witch create the sustained pressure. The druids prevent the push from collapsing before the big boys take over. Do not deploy every druid simultaneously. Start with 3, then add the remaining 2 once the push is clearly committed. That staggers their transformation and gives you support for later in the attack. And I'm going to be honest, I never thought about that. That's like low-key smart. Use your first jump spell to correct the pathing if the root riders split. Okay, I got you. Save the second jump for the rear half of the base. Deploy the 4 headhunters in 2 pairs rather than all together, preferably during the Eternal Tome. Minion Prince stays behind the ground army and supplies range damage without stealing healers because this army does not use any. My prediction, the most entertaining army. It will either look unstoppable or wander around the base like everybody forgot the assignment. All right, cool. All right, chat. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go paste this on over into Cock, and we're going to get right on into it. All right, chat, we are over here on Clash of Clans again. We've got our army. It's looking okay. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is either going to be a 3-star, in my opinion, or I'm going to get like a 43% 1-star. These super witches I've never used. I don't even know what their stats are. Let's take a look. What are their stats? They have about 4,000 hit points. They deal good damage, and then they summon these big boys, who are also pretty good. Okay, all right. I don't know how this is gonna go. Let me read over how I'm supposed to use this, and we're gonna get right back into it. All right, chat. We're back over here on Cock. We actually found a base. Well, yeah, we found a base. Guys' walls are a little bit rushed, but I got the root riders and long launchers. I don't think it's gonna even matter. Defenses look pretty good. We're going to go ahead and attack this. So I'm going to go ahead and QU, WU, and then I'm going to use boom, and then boom. Shit. Okay. All right. We are going to deploy y'all through here. I'm going to go ahead and I got to use you. And then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then E, and then R. Alright, we're going to go ahead and... Oh, see, look, that funnel's already messing up. Alright. I'm going to need to use a jump spell, preferably in here. And then I'm also going to go ahead and rage everything over here. And I might as well freeze y'all. I'm going to go ahead and use my henchman pop-up. I'm going to go ahead and drop these guys. Okay, we're going to use my ability here, and then I'm going to go ahead and rage y'all. I'm going to clone you. And then, you know what? We're going to go ahead and invis y'all. Okay, this has looked good so far. I forgot to use my headhunters, so I guess we'll just go ahead and throw y'all right here. Let's see here. There's nothing I can even poison anymore with the exception of this guy. Let's slow you down. Alright, we're gonna need to... Okay, we got 1 minute and 20 left. I'm actually gonna jump spell you right here. But I still got my rage. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This does not look too bad for my first time ever using that. Only problem is, I need to go ahead and get these guys moving to hurry up and clear this out so we can get up here and take this away. Come on, chat. We're so close to that 3-star, baby. Come on. It all is honestly going to rely on my Archer Queen, I think. I mean, this should be a 3-star, I think. I think this is going to be a 3-star, guys. I think we did it. Or we're going to time fail it. And my internet cuts out at the end of the attack. Are you joking me? I have been talking about this for, like... I've been talking about that for the past, like, 6 videos. About how I'm going to throw myself over a cliff or something if that were to happen. And I cannot believe it did. Alright, so you know what, chat? I'm not satisfied with that. So, in 13 seconds, we're going to redo that attack. Because I think I got a better grasp on it now. Keyword think. Alright, let's go ahead and find our next match. What the fuck is going on? Unable to attack village. Try again later. God, I just rested my voice to try to get ready for this attack, and then fucking unable to attack village. What do you mean unable to attack the village? I'm gonna attack the village if it kills me. No, I don't want to go over here. All right, chat. Well, considering that this is all messing up, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and call the video here. If you guys want a part 2 for like Gemini or any other like AI app, let me know. But guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a lot of fun doing this. I gotta say, CHAT GPT, its armies were actually halfway decent. The only thing that really ticked me off throughout this whole video was, you know, my internet cutting out on a 3-star base that we had. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I've learned that ChatGPT is pretty good, and I'm also pretty good at using ChatGPT's armies. But the only thing that is, you know, hurting me, it's my internet. And the reason why my internet hurts me is because I've learned that it's not